From Peoria, VideoMax Limited presents Midstate Magazine with your hosts, Christina Colosimo and Brett Lemmick. The news with Jennifer French and Nosheen Farista and the Midstate News team. Sports with Daniel Shore and Landon Battle. In Need with Afton Holliver. Let's Eat with Rihanna Pouncey. Spotlight with Sandra Hollywood Hall. About Town with Sam Mangieri. Get Real with Becca Wenning. Street Team with Melody Esler. And State of the Arts with Ambria Hill. And now, from America's friendliest city, Midstate Magazine with your hosts, Christina and Brett. Take it away, kids.
Welcome back to another wonderful episode of Midstate Magazine. As always, I am Brett Lemmick.
And I'm Christina Colosimo.
And today it's all about right versus wrong, good versus bad, man versus woman, gender wars.
You realize you just said good versus bad, man versus woman. I'd like to start that right now and just say that was mean.
Order.
That was mean right there.
It was called for. We've been talking about this, back and forth every day, and
it's because can
now
I
it's
just
out
say,
in the open.
It's stemming from the fact that you are bitter because you had a bad date. Would you like to tell everybody about your bad date that
you know
had?
what? We'll get to my bad date later. That is none of your business, nor is it our audience. We'll talk about that later. But first, why don't we go to news with Jennifer French and Tierney Magdalene.
Thanks, Brett and Christina. Welcome to the news tonight. I'm Tierney Magdalene.
And I'm Jen French. Thanks for being with us. WTVP Peoria's PBS affiliate is almost out of the $5.2 million debt it owed Bank of America earlier this year.
I'm Chet Tomczyk. I'm the president and CEO here at WTVP, and I do everything from plan budgets, manage the staff, to unfreeze door locks, shovel the sidewalk, and clean toilets on occasion. We have about 21 full-time employees and probably as many part-time employees. The part-time staff is like an accordion. When we have projects, the staff expands, and when the project's done, the staff contracts. We produce a lot of programs here for ourselves, but we do a lot of commercial production and editing as well.
Despite WTVP's amazing facilities, the station is recovering from huge debt.
We raised $2 million. We are about $300,000 from settling, which isn't bad when you consider that we were about $6 million to start with. So we are counting down.
The future looks bright for Peoria's public station. For Midstate Magazine, I'm Sarah Dorm.
The station is still short $220,000 of the payment that is due February 28th. If you would like to donate, check our website at www.wtvp.org.
A new chapter in broadcasting will be occurring in less than a year from now. Say goodbye to the analog signal and hello to digital. After February 17, 2009, all TV stations will broadcast with a digital signal. To assure that you are getting a signal, consider these options. Either purchase a new digital TV with digital tuner, or for the people who would rather keep their older sets, a converter box is required. These boxes are compatible with any TV, and the government is even giving coupons to help pay for them. Just remember, if you're a cable or satellite subscriber, your company will be making the necessary adjustments for you and your TV.
Who are you going to call? For Central Illinois residents, the new number might not be 911. Due to an overload and unnecessary use of 911, officials in Peoria are developing a non-emergency number that will offer the public services to people in need. Punch 211 if you are a senior citizen in need of a nursing facility or if you're a battered woman with nowhere to turn. The number is expected to be available 24 hours a day and will connect users to a specialist that can direct them in need. The pilot version is to be launched in July.
Dogs of Central Illinois may soon have a new place to roam in Peoria. The Peoria Park District is hoping to create a new dog park by the end of the spring. The first off-leash park would be in Lower Bradley Park, but donations are needed. About $9,000 has already been raised, but they hope to raise $30,000 to complete the park. The Park District thinks that everyone with a registered pet, if they could just donate $1, they would reach their goal and have the park finished by late spring. The Peoria Courthouse we'll be seeing some security upgrades. The construction began last week and will take about 2 weeks to finish. The Main Street entrance will be closed periodically. On March 3rd, construction on the Jefferson entrance will also begin.
Bradley's student cafeteria system has finally seen some improvements. After responding a survey done in November, several changes were made. Weekend dinners were added on Sunday nights, pizza and pasta buffets were added to the menu, and the alumni dining room was opened to students to avoid long waits for food. After a successful first run last Sunday, the Student Senate and Association of Residence Halls has extended the trial period for the next 4 Sundays. The dinner will be held from 5 to 8 p.m. in the alumni dining room, and they will be trying new dishes like sandwich bars and more variations of pizza and pasta.
Sounds like the events at U-Haul are exciting. Let's check in with Sam Mangieri to see what's exciting in sports. Sam?
Thank you, Tierney. It has been another exciting week in sports, but right now it seems that all the real action is occurring behind the scenes. The NHL season has been as unpredictable as ever, but this change we've seen will now cease until the season is over. With stars like Marian Hossa having been on the trading block for weeks, everything was finally settled at 3 p.m. today. The NHL trade deadline officially closed, and this means that the NHL rosters that exist now will remain the same until the season's conclusion. Trades have also been mixing things up in the NBA. There has been a lot of tension generated by Shaquille O'Neal lately. The main reason is due to his recent trade from the Miami Heat to the Phoenix Suns, but what raised even more eyebrows was his absence from last week's All-Star game. Maybe this was due to the change of teams or his recent injury. Whatever the reason, his absence was noticed. Shaq is tied for the longest consecutive All-Star Game appearances with 14, and for this reason, it is no surprise that Denver's Carmelo Anthony had this to say of Shaq. "We miss him. He's our godfather. It don't feel right without him here." Although Anthony could have used better grammar, he still let us know that Shaq was missed by all, and hopefully will return to the next All-Star lineup next February. On the note of basketball, Cody Lag is joined by Bradley women's basketball team for this week's Athlete Tip of the Week. Cody?
We're here with your Athlete Tip of the Week at the Fieldhouse. Today I'm joined by Devin Flanagan of the Bradley women's basketball team, and she's going to explain to us how to do a layup.
Okay. What you want to do when you're shooting a right-handed layup is make sure you come into the basket at a good angle, and when you're stepping, you want to step and plant your left foot, go up with your right leg, right hand, and hit it off the top corner of the backboard. When you put it all together, it looks like this.
Thanks, Devin. That was the Athlete's Tip of the Week. Now back to Sam.
Thanks, Cody. Switching to the MLB, Roger Clemens is still under scrutiny because of his possible steroid use. In his congressional hearing, he still claims that he did not use steroids, whereas former trainer Brian McNamee also sticks to his story that he injected Clemens with steroids. In the end, it comes down to a hearsay trial with the two people contradicting each other. So basically, no matter what the truth really is, someone is lying through their teeth. Whether he's guilty or not, Clemens' jersey has been removed from Yogi Berra Museum because of the controversy. The museum director said of the situation, "There are a lot of unresolved issues involving Roger, and it was difficult for us to give answers to the kids coming through the museum." Moving away from Clemens' battle against steroids allegations and onto a piece of history pertaining to the battle of the sexes, in 1973 there was a tennis match between the male tennis star Bobby Riggs and the female tennis star Billie Jean King. It ended with Billie Jean King crushing Bobby Riggs for all American television sets to see. I speak on behalf of the entire male population when I say, thank you, Bobby Riggs, for you not only caused you, but the entire male population great embarrassment. With that, I'm going to pass it to Tierney, who will more than likely give me an earful about this female victory as soon as the broadcast is over. Tierney?
Thanks, Sam. In related news, this will be the last year for students to enjoy the Robertson Memorial Fieldhouse. Since 1949, the center was integral in the community's public life. Midstate Darian Clay remembers.
Situated right off Main, the Fieldhouse is a structure synonymous with Bradley University.
The Fieldhouse was a great achievement for the community because it was the civic center at the time. I've been to every game in 50 years, including seeing Bradley play in New York at Madison Square Garden.
It's definitely a different atmosphere going to a concert in the Fieldhouse because, you know, most shows, especially the shows I like going to, it's normally a smaller kind of atmosphere, you know, and it's a different crowd, but it's really fun going in the Fieldhouse. It's a lot more laid back, you know, you just kind of hang out in the back with your friends.
The Fieldhouse has been a key landmark in Peoria since 1949, long before the Civic Center upstaged it. Sometime after March 31st, however, the building constructed in honor of Alfred James Robertson will be no more.
And crews are already in the process of disassembling the Fieldhouse. If you are interested in owning a piece of history, seats sell for $50 and a foot-long piece of bench for $10.
The thing I miss most about the Fieldhouse is probably, like I said, the atmosphere and just the tradition. And I remember coming here as a kid with when the men were playing here, and just the tradition behind it, and just the atmosphere of the family-oriented game.
For Midstate Magazine, I'm Darian Clay.
The Fieldhouse is certainly a place with a lot of memories for many alumni, and with this week's career tip, we go to Dr. Pitts.
The basic step in applying to any job, of course, is finding a job to apply for. But once you have that, what do? Well, you've got to have a resume. Now, you work that out in advance, and that should be something that is fixed, stored in your computer. But then you need a cover letter. How do you begin the cover letter? Get to know the person you're writing to, know their name, know their title. And then let me tell you about a letter I received a couple of weeks ago for an internship. Hi, my name is so-and-so. I'm 22 and I'm a senior at blah, blah, blah university. Folks, this is not a way to hook up and get a date. This is a job you're applying for. So tell them in the first paragraph why you're writing to apply. And then spend the letter as a sales tool to explain why you would be a decent candidate for the job. It's a lot tougher, but on the other hand, it's a lot easier if you prepare in advance. So work on that cover letter now, because pretty soon you're going to join the job mill and have lots of jobs that you'll want to apply for.
Bradley's theater department will be debuting Hamlet on February 28th at 8 p.m. The play will run through March 9th at the Hartman Center on campus and will cost $14 for admission. For more information, for tickets, call 677-2650. Have a lot of cash lying around? Consider a long weekend in the UK where you might sample the world's most expensive hoagie. The McDonald's sandwich, as it has been named after its creator, has made the Japanese-raised Wagyu beef said to be the most valuable deli meat on earth. To chomp on this wonder, you'll have to put down about 85 pounds. That translates to a little over 166 American dollars. Well, that's all we got for you today. Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm Tierney Modulin.
And I'm Jen French.
And I'm Sam Mangieri. See you again next week. Back to you, Brett and Christina.
Now, would it be inappropriate, you guys, I'm asking everybody at the news desk, would it be inappropriate to eat something like that on a date?
Why are you mentioning dates? I know what you're trying to get at.
I want to know what happened.
Okay.
You walk in here and you're complaining. Tell me what happened.
There's not much to it. There's this girl, I'm not going to mention her name, but, you know, girls think, not all girls, but you're talking about gender wars. They think the guy should do this, open the door. That's fine. That's gentlemanlike. But she wanted me to carry the conversation. She didn't talk at all. It was like talking to a brick wall, and she didn't contribute to the conversation. You know what? We'll talk about that more later. Why don't we first go to Mind, Body, and Soul with Afton.
With Valentine's Day approaching, many students have sex on their minds. So here to talk to us about safe sex is Per Ellingson of the Bradley Heat.
What are some tips you can give to students who are sexually active?
First of all, I would say reduce the number of sexual partners that you have in order to reduce the risk of contracting a sexually transmitted infection, also known as STD. Secondly, I'd say avoid sexual activity with someone that you don't know, trust, and care about.
What are some alternatives for people who aren't sexually active?
Some alternatives to sex, you know, I guess you could say really kind of any activity that two people enjoy doing. Go to the movies, have dinner.
Where can students go to get more information if they have questions?
Well, if you're on campus, The Bradley Heat office is located in the Wellness Center.
This has been your tip of the week from Mind, Body, and Soul. I'm Afton Hollower from Midstate Magazine.
Thank you, Afton. And during the break, I'm going to drop the whole date thing.
All
Sorry
right,
about
thank you.
that. Blah, blah, blah.
More importantly, what I'm doing
Baby.
tonight.
Okay, fine.
Thank
tell
you
me.
for calling me a baby.
Yep.
That's mature. Tonight, in a few hours,
Okay.
I am wrestling in a wrestling tournament.
Really?
And it's going to be not pro wrestling with the makeup and all that stuff.
Right.
But you think, manly wrestling.
Yeah.
Not necessarily true. I have wrestled girls in the past. I did wrestling in high school. And yeah, I know what you're thinking, but especially my weight class, too. So they weren't petite.
Really?
Yeah. And it's, it's.
Did
it's
they kill you?
No, I
They
won.
killed you.
But it's
I get it.
lose-lose.
It's fine.
You beat
I
her, great. You beat a girl. You win, that's fine. But if you lose, you lost to a girl. So
I really wish I could have seen that.
it wasn't
not gonna
pretty,
lie.
And
Okay.
what if she was pretty and then I just couldn't wrestle her? I don't know. Anyways, why don't we go to Get Real with Blaze McAwesome Felty.
Kate Hudson and, naturally, a shirtless Matthew McConaughey co-star in a movie that I thought would be perfect to review for a Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus theme, but unfortunately I was wrong. Fool's Gold was just that, fake. Treasure hunter Finn and wife Tess were anything but a perfect couple.
Do you mind?
Do you have any idea how humiliating it is to get divorced by yourself?
Maybe he had car trouble.
Car trouble? He'd have to own a car.
You married a guy for the sex and then expected him to be smart.
The problem was that Finn only had three things on his mind.
Treasure salving. Finding money for treasure salvage. And one other thing.
What other thing?
I don't want to talk about it.
Finn comes across some information that could lead to the ultimate treasure, but he's only got one person to turn to.
Lie about this?
Why not? You're a liar.
I mean, this is such an inappropriate time to dwell on that.
An off-chance opportunity lands Finn a new birth.
Daddy, this man saved my life.
But his luck ends there.
What are you doing here?
Have a good day.
I take it you've met.
Finn and Tess will have to reconcile their differences, while also trying to convince their new friend Nigel to help find the treasure.
It's $500 million worth of diamonds, rubies, and emeralds the size of your fist.
One thing is certain, though. The trail to the ultimate treasure will be an action-packed adventure that could rekindle old flames. Fool's Gold, now playing. As for the argument on whether men and women are superior, who knows? This movie won't help you get any closer to the answer. The complete absence of chemistry between Hudson and McConaughey and a lack of a plot provided no romance, comedy, or excitement in this potentially thrilling adventure. For Get Real, I'm Blaze Felty.
Thank
Wow.
you, Blaze McAwesome.
That was harsh. I love chick flicks. I especially
Oh.
think I would like that movie.
I don't have the patience for them.
Oh,
now,
where?
one thing that I wouldn't have the patience for is being in a family of all girls. Now, you have 3 sisters.
I do have 3 sisters.
And you are a girl, so that's 4.
Yes.
And I just feel bad for your dad.
My dad, if there's one man in this world who understands women, it is my father.
I guess you'd have to. He's the only dude around the
He is.
household.
I mean, now I have a brother-in-law now, but my mom always said that when she first met my dad, he was a little on the sexist side.
Okay.
So my mom said it was karma that he got.
No, he needs to go back to the
4
old
women.
style.
No.
Why don't we go to Street Team with Seth Johnson?
This is Gender Genius Seth Johnson here at the Bradley Student Center, here to test Bradley's population on his knowledge of gender biases. We're going to see what everybody knows is a battle for the sexes. Let's go and find out what they know. Name your favorite football team and 3 players on it.
Miami Dolphins. I think Ricky Williams is still on it. Lemon is the quarterback, and Zach Thomas.
I don't watch football, to be
Not-
honest.
not at all?
Not at all.
That's cool.
Bears, and I have no clue.
And in 2002, the WWF changed its name to what?
I have no idea.
You don't watch wrestling?
I have no clue what that is.
You watch what? Name the characters on the TV show Friends.
I don't watch that show.
Or Joey. I have no clue, actually.
All right.
Ross and Rachel and Joey.
Phoebe, Monica, Rachel, Joey, Chandler, Ross.
And what was your first or favorite toy as a child?
It was like this little lawnmower thing where all these beads popped up in it when you ran it.
Legos.
Probably Barbie.
Tonka truck.
Beanie Babies.
Hopscotch.
Polly Pockets.
This is judicious gender genius Seth Johnson here at the Student Center for Midstate Magazine. Back to you in the studio.
All right.
That was genius.
I like
I'm not
Legos.
gonna lie. My favorite is that like only one group could name the friends.
Yeah, or the girls knew the sports.
That's true. Do you like it when girls talk sports?
I'm not representative of all the gender males guys. I'm not a sports guy per se. I play sports.
Okay.
I enjoy playing sports and all that and the competitive, but nah, that girls talking about sports, it's a little intimidating. Gotta say. Yep.
I feel like the only sport I can talk about is baseball.
You know what? On my date, if she would have talked about anything sports, I would have appreciated it, but whatever. Why don't we go to In the Spotlight with Sandra Hall?
Thank you, Brett and Christina, and welcome to another edition of In the Spotlight with me, Sandra Hollywood Hall. This week, I'm going to fill you guys on all the latest albums dropping in the next coming weeks, so you can keep your music collection updated. Our favorite, most normal Jackson is back. That's right, Janet Jackson is ready to hit the music scene again after taking a short break from movies. And after 3 decades, she still definitely has some magic left in her. She dropped her newest single, Feedback, in December, and the electric pop single is burning up the chart. Her much-anticipated album, Discipline, comes out on February 26th and has already stirred up great buzz. This will be Jackson's 10th studio album and was created under the watchful eye of L.A. Reid and her boyfriend, Jermaine Dupri. Another hitmaker who has a lofty career is Snoop Dogg. Snoop's album, Ego Trippin', will be released in early March and has been much anticipated after the first single, Sensual Seduction, dropped in December. Snoop Dogg worked with producers like Pharrell Williams, DJ Quick, and Teddy Riley to bring heat on this LP. Snoop's taken more of a hip-hop and R&B approach to this album, which he hopes his fans will appreciate. To get more of a preview on the album, be sure to check out Snoop Dogg's show, Fatherhood, on E! On Sunday nights. Now, that's all I have for you within the Spotlight. I'm Sandra Hollywood Hall, and as always, you can count on me to keep you in the know within the Spotlight.
All right.
Now, considering 2 days ago, the Oscars just happened. I can't wait for Sandra. She's laughing at me because she knows I love it. But I can't wait for her to do her little Oscar wrap-up. I'm excited about that.
Yes.
And I have to apologize. I have a cold, and I've had this nasty-looking cough drop in my mouth this whole time.
I'll let it go.
That's rude. That's really rude.
No, it's just,
rude.
it's all right. I'll accept it because, you know, men are very forgiving
Oh,
and
blah,
understanding.
blah, 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 blah.
And I'm here for you whenever you need it.
Oh, okay. How did I know you were going to drop that? I do. You know, I really have this guy friend who really does play up that emotional, like, I'm here for you.
That's probably because he wants to be more than a friend.
Oh,
just
no,
saying.
not to me. He doesn't do that to me. He does that to other women. And I've seen him do his little act.
So it's an act. It's not real.
Oh, it is not real. Are you kidding me?
Is he just trying to get friendly with the girls? Or?
Oh, for sure. I've seen him.
All right.
I've listened to him.
That's not me.
Yeah, it's bad.
Why don't we go to the State of the Arts with Sherry Ellis?
Thanks, Brett and Christina. Welcome to another edition of State of the Arts. I'm your host, Sherry Ellis. Tonight we have both Stephanie Faylash and Phil Clevin here to demonstrate their prowess on the viola. The two have been dating for some time, but tonight for this special episode they will duel. So, Stephanie, how long have you been playing the viola?
About 10 years. I started in 5th grade, and I'm 20 now, so.
How long have you been playing the violin?
13 years.
Cool. Do you all perform with orchestras anywhere?
Sure. Well, we play with the Bradley Symphony here. We also sub in orchestras in this area, Peoria Symphony, also in some in Iowa.
Like the Muscatine Symphony and the Clinton Symphony.
That's cool. Do you do weddings, banquets?
Yeah, we're the main group that gets called a lot to play weddings and banquets and at churches around the area. It's good money.
Sounds like it. So you all are in a relationship. Did the instruments play a role in this?
Yes. It's kind of embarrassing, but we met at orchestra camp.
That one time?
Yeah, like about 5 years ago.
During high school.
Yeah. So we met because of music.
That's cute. Music brought you all together.
Yeah.
All right. So you all are dueling tonight. Have you ever done this before?
I think Phil could say that we have dueled before, but not quite in this way.
Not publicly with the instruments.
Yeah, more with our voices.
Okay. All right. What kind of things do you like to play?
I mostly like playing in quartets and trios.
I prefer solo music, and we also sometimes perform works here, and sometimes also, as Stephanie said before, we play out in the Peoria area. So it's nice to have several areas to play.
All right. So may the best person win. That was amazing, guys. Although I don't know who the winner is, I'll leave that up to the viewers. That's it for this week's edition of State of the Arts. I'm Sherry Ellis. Back to you, Brett and Christina.
They're so good.
She won by one?
Yeah, she did win.
I thought he had it coming.
I don't know. I don't know. I think she pulled it out.
All right.
I thought that was so adorable when they said that
they met at
orchestra
orchestra
camp. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I was freaking out.
They can hear us.
Yeah, I know. They're gonna make such pretty music together later in life. I can feel it.
What do you mean pretty music?
They're gonna make pretty babies.
All right. Just not in set, hopefully. All right. Why pretty music? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? Men versus women. I don't know who won men. But, you know, until next time, you know you're watching us. And if you're not watching us,
you're not watching much.
See you next time.
Have a good week.